Hi everyone, welcome to the latest video from Hannah and Nick's Motorhome Adventures, or as we are now known, Keeping Up with the Stowies. Not a rip-off of the Kardashians whatsoever. Thank you to my friend John Allen who suggested it. We both loved it. Now, as you can see, you've just got me today, as Hannah is otherwise engaged, as we are literally days away now from starting our adventures. We have sold the house a few months back, agreed a price for it, and now the sale is looking like it's going through in the next week or so. However, we have decided that we're probably going to shoot off in the next couple of days and head straight down to Cornwall. So it's Hannah's birthday on Monday the 17th. And I promised her a while back that she would wake up to a beach and have a walk along the beach on her birthday. So we've decided to make our way down to Cornwall, and we will be heading to Morganporth, and whilst we'll be doing a site for a couple of days, we will be starting to do our off-grid camping as well. Now, as part of this video, I wanted to give a few shout-outs to people and give advice to people on things that we've had done. So I just want to make it clear, I'm not advertising anybody on this video at all. I just want to give shout out for great work done or good quality products that we've managed to get. So let's start off with Calagas. When we first bought the motorhome 3-4 months ago, we were given one Cala bottle, 6 kilogram Cala bottle, and we scoured eBay for a second 6 kilogram bottle, which we paid, I'm sure we paid over the odds for, but that was a bit of an impulse purchase. So we know that we're going to be spending time in Europe, and we know that you can't get Calagas in Europe. So after a site visit for a weekend somewhere close by, I got speaking to a gentleman who had LPG already installed in his motorhome when he bought it, and he was nice enough to show me the ins and outs of it. So after looking at it, because LPG is available in the UK and is readily available in Europe, we decided to make the change. So a big shout out has to go to Andy Tilsley Plumbing and Heating from Leicester. His wife and my wife are very good friends, and they've got a motorhome as well. And he transferred his motorhome into LPG as well. So he came and did the work, and then was nice enough to show us exactly how it all works, and even came with us to the petrol station to help fill us up on our first trip. 2 6 kilogram LPG bottles cost just over £20 to fill up both, which is a lot cheaper than Calagas. Now, it's obviously you've got the expense to change it over from Cala to LPG. However, if you're going to be using it a lot, it's like we will be, it's going to pay itself back. And it's just going to be so much easier when we're traveling, so we don't have to lug loads of different bottles around, which we just seriously can't do. The second thing I want to mention is Chris's Caravan Services in Burbage in Leicestershire. He was brilliant. He came out. We wanted another solar panel on our roof. We have one already, but we wanted another one just to make sure that when we're off grid, we've got enough electricity. However, when he came out, he advised us that we don't need to do that. And what he did was took out the one battery that we did have and replaced them with 2 more powerful batteries that hold a lot more, which, from being in here since then, you can tell that the van has a lot more power, which is great. So I think 40% goes to one battery, 40% of the energy goes to another battery, and 20% goes to the engine, which he also said that if we do run out, run the engine for 15 minutes and it'll fill them back up. So it was a no-brainer. So we got him in, and he did a cracking job as well. So thank you to Chris. One of the other ones, we spoke and did a lot of research on silver screens for the front windscreen, and we decided to go for tailor-made designs. Now, don't get this mixed up with tailor-made golf clubs, which I must have gone through about 16 different web pages of golf clubs before I found tailor-made screen covers. So having it on makes the world of difference. I know some people won't believe that, but I'm telling you right now, it makes the world of difference to keeping the heat and to staying cool, and obviously as well it keeps it nice and private from the front as well. We do have internal screens, but they're not going to keep in the heat, especially when we're coming into the winter months, as much as the silver screens. So they're absolutely brilliant. They were class. I rang them up one day and it was delivered the next day, and it fitted like a glove, and it came with 3 wheel covers as well, so you can't grumble at that. One of our biggest purchases that we weren't too sure about, and there is a video about it previously, was the Fiamma Ultra 500. Sorry, the Fiamma Ultra 500 back box that we had fitted. We really weren't too sure about it. We were umming and ahhing about it, and then we had to check to make sure that it fitted and on our bike carrier. So that's all sorted. We ordered it. It's huge. We put it on, and that's absolutely fine. And we had a lot of stuff that we had maybe stored on the bed, or like we weren't set up ready for it anyway, but it was stored on the bed. Now we've been able to take that out and put it in the box on the back of the motorhome. So it does make the world of difference, and obviously we're not going to overload it or anything like that, so it's absolutely fine. But it just does clear out some space in the motorhome. We're not adding additional weight, we're just moving it around, and it's become a great help because it does take a lot of stuff. So the next thing is, I know not everybody agrees with this, and it can be a bit dubious. Like, people just say, I don't want to have TV on if I'm going away on a motorhome. I want to relax and get away from the TV. That's fine. That's for you. For us, we will be living in our motorhome. It's going to be our home, and we wanted to make sure that we had 2 good TVs. One in our bedroom and one in our living room. And luckily for us, my mum and stepdad already had previously had a motorhome, and they gave us their old TV, and we went on Amazon and bought a Sharp TV for the living room, which crystal clear quality and a great bit of kit. Also, one of the main ones for us was Wi-Fi. Now, we're still in contract for another year. Hannah has 100 gig. I have 40 gig in my contract, which is all right and probably would see us through. But when we've got things like laptops working or tablets working, or even down to Netflix on the TV, well, you're not going to get that by hotspotting your phone. So after a lot of research, decided on a Netgear Nighthawk. Now, story behind this is I actually got scammed the first time around. So ordered it, 2 to 4 days delivery, still didn't come. Went on their website, the contact form, contacted them, no message back. Day later, contacted them again, had a look on the website at the bottom, The address was a house in Derby, terrace house in the middle of Derby, and the phone number was a mobile number. And when calling that, it went straight to an abroad dialing tone, and then went to an automated service recording. So obviously starting to get a bit worried, because paid a lot of money for it. Then I got an email back from them saying, oh, it's just going to be up to 7 working days. Sorry about the delay. So, okay, breathed a sigh of relief a little bit, because I'd got a reply back. And then that 7 working days went, and still nothing. I must have emailed another 10 times, still no reply back at all. And actually went on the website, and it had vanished. It had gone. So straight on to HSBC, trying to get my money back. Now, the reason I'm just talking about all of that is because don't always go for the cheapest option. And if you do, pay by credit card. If you, on the website, pay by credit card. I've been told if I paid by credit card, I would have already had my money back, but I paid by debit card, so I'm having to go through all the fraud checks. But yeah, so anyway, went on Amazon, ordered another Netgear Nighthawk, came the next day, fantastic, and we have a Smarty SIM card, unlimited data for £20 a month. So £20 a month is nothing for unlimited data, and the router's a fantastic bit of kit as well. Like I said already, our phones are hooked up to it, our laptops are hooked up to it, and I set up the TV today as well, and it all works fantastically. So as you can imagine, like I said, we're moving out of our house, and we've had to sell everything. So it started with obviously selling the house, but the cars, the sofas, the beds, etc., etc. Everything in the house was gone, and has been sold. We've done 4 car boots, the latest being the last 2 weekends, and just getting rid of all the stuff as well. I was all for hiring a skip and just throwing everything in that we didn't need or weren't going to take into the skip. And Hannah said, let's do a car boot, and we actually made some decent money from it, which has paid for a few of the upgrades that we've had. So what do I know? So because we've got rid of everything, we've been using eBay, Gumtree, Facebook Marketplace, and we've met lots of people, lots of great people who have come around buying the stuff that we needed to get rid of. And there was one gentleman who came around who had a VW transporter, and we were telling him about the story, about what we're doing, and he was saying that he's just spent some time down in Cornwall, because I also mentioned that we were going to Cornwall on our first stops, and he was saying that some of the roads are very tight down there. And I said, yeah, I can understand that. And he goes, no. He says, some of the roads I went down, I'd be all right, but you in your motorhome, you wouldn't make it down there, and then you're going to have to reverse up. Now, I'd thought a lot about sat-navs before this, and I've got a sat-nav. It's cheap and cheerful, it does what it says on the tin. But then, after speaking to him, I got thinking, this is our life. This is what we're going to be doing. So do I really want to mess around? So we've decided to buy a Tom Go, I think it is. But basically, you can put the van's measurements into it, the length, the width, the height, and it will set you on a journey so that you don't end up down these country roads where you don't fit, which in hindsight, I don't know why I didn't buy it ages ago, just to put us a peace of mind. I advise, I've not used it yet, but I would advise everybody to, if they're going to Cornwall and places where they know the roads are going to be tight, spend the money. It's going to be worthwhile. Think of the headache reversing down a country lane when it's like getting dark or raining and there's cars in front and behind you, and that it's not for me. So I bought that. Hopefully it does the job. Next thing I want to mention is these. So we have 3 sockets, cigarette sockets, as the old sockets. So our TVs can go into 2 in front of me. There's one in the bedroom, one in the living room, and I've got one down here. But we can also use these to charge 2 USB devices at a time, which is very, very handy. So I think that's about it from me. So I've got Bella, our Labrador, who is keeping my feet nice and warm below me, and unfortunately we lost our little dog Minnie a few months ago, but we were happy that she managed to come on a couple of outings with us, and we have her ashes in a teddy bear, so she will still be coming on our journeys with us. So the 3 of us and still Minnie will be coming with us. And for those that have noticed this hanging here the whole time, just to be clear, I am not a swinger, but I love flamingos. So our flamingo is I can't remember who won the competition about what we named her, but I'll get back to you on that one. But she's our mascot. I know what flamingos mean in the motorhome and caravanning world. Doesn't faze me. So don't forget, if you thought this video was handy, or you've got any questions, then please subscribe to us. Follow us. We'll be having loads more videos coming up soon as we start our adventures. Yeah, if any questions, pop them in the comments and we'll get back to you. Bye for now.